because they were heartbroken. Because they were heartbroken. They don't want to go anywhere. This is their home.
The Tyson plant gave us notice of a layoff procedure warn notice over a week ago. They'll be closing their facility as of January 20th, impacting 3,200 individuals for the community of Lexington. The general mood of the individuals coming in for our services, of course, is anxiety. What do I do next? Will I have a job? Where do I go? And what do I do from here? Tyson workers make up about 3,200 of the population of 11,000 of Lexington. And so they have a great impact upon the culture, schools, and everything that a community is comprised of.
We just hardworking people. What we do is go to work, come to church. That's all we do here.
These plants have been underutilized, and we have a shortage of cattle out there.
49 years of retail, I have never ever seen a Christmas where there are more employees than customers, and it has been like this every day. So I don't know who's doing well in retail, but it ain't here.
Fucking yo, wait, nigga, no, hell no. You guys are both black. You got this. Fucking black guys over fucking rest of the race. Yeah. He on his racist tour.
What I've seen so far, I support JD Vance all the way. I think he has done tremendous work as vice president in fostering our country for the better, and I can see him doing a lot of good and continuing Trump's work in the future.
My favorite part of his speech, when he talked about bringing God back into this country, how we're founded on Judeo-Christian values. We turn from God, we don't have anything. We won't.
Tell your kids, you want to give your kids a gift, give them a gift of information. Tell them Christmas. Fuck Christmas. Fuck Santa Claus, nigga. Tell your kids, you want to give your kids a gift, give them a gift of information. Tell them what's going on in the world. It's the world they growing up in. It's time to break down the fantasy. Because when you can't afford to give them food, what you gonna tell them then? You gonna have to put your motherfucking pride to the side. Now it's time to be prideful. Because these niggas that's in government, that's cutting off your benefits, don't give a fuck about your pride. Don't give a fuck how you feel about yourself. Don't give a fuck if you die. You worried about pride? Fuck Christmas. Fuck Santa.
Be boys.
Amen.
Be boys. It's okay. Be boys. It's nothing wrong with being a boy.
Amen.
How about that?
Amen.
How powerful is that? How profound is that?
Amen.
Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that. Boys.
On robbing them for money. Whole time it's two babies in there, the mom and dad and the left the house. I don't even think they got none. Man, if this video don't show how evil the world that we live in is, I don't know what will. 3 men was dressed as fake UPS drivers. They pulled up to somebody's house plotting on robbing them for money. Whole time it's two babies in there, the mom and dad and the 20-year-old son. They held them at gunpoint, unalived the dad first, and then they went to the room and unalived the mom. Before they left the house, I don't even think they got none. They unalived the son too. They did all of that in front of two babies. And then after they left, the kids just there by themselves. A mom is gone, a dad gone, and a brother. One of the kids that was a boy had to be like 2 years old. The daughter had to be like 5. She had to witness her mom laying there dead. You can tell she a smart child because she stopped the little brother from having to see that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. These 3 dudes is sick. For you to be able to do that to somebody over money, you is a demon. It's no excuse. These the type niggas that you wish everything bad happened to. I love money a lot, but it's certain
We won't be silenced ever again.
Nicki Minaj supporters.
Receive that, bullies. We won't be silenced ever again.
Nicki Minaj supporters supported her through her alleged drug problem, through all of her crazy rants on people. When she talked about Megan Thee Stallion's dead mom, Nicki Minaj supporters still listen to her music, even though she married who she married. But liking Trump is where they draw the line. Her fans and supporters had her back through everything anybody ever had to say about Nicki Minaj.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
But this right here, they can't take it. Lots of the Barbs are mentally unstable people, and most of the mentally unstable people in America are on the left. I'm very curious to see what will win. The Barb's passionate love for Nicki Minaj or their passionate hatred for Donald Trump. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
We have new photos like this one coming out of Chris Tucker in the new Epstein files that were released to the public. And I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit shocked to see that they didn't include this photo that has been circulated of
Erica Kirk today did a surprise interview with Nicki Minaj. You can see there Erica bringing on Nicki Minaj to the stage. But I took notes of the interview and what Minaj said because I think it's actually very instructive of how Republicans treat celebrities and the ultimate grift of both Turning Point and Nicki Minaj. So as you saw there in the photo, Erica brought Nicki Minaj on stage. Minaj starts off by saying that she's honored to be there, and then they immediately start attacking Gavin Newsom. Nicki Minaj calls Gavin Newsom Gavin Newscom, which is Donald Trump's kind of favored name for him, told Gavin Newsom to tread lightly.
First, we have a surgeon, human neurosurgeon, which hopefully the robot will do this portion of it as well. But at the moment, we have a human neurosurgeon that exposes the brain. So they drill a 25mm hole in the skull and then expose the brain. And then the robot has this tiny needle. It's about the size of red blood cells, so really, really tiny, thinner than a human hair, inside this cannula. And this cannula is actuated by precision motors on the robot to engage with this thread loop to grasp it. And then you insert it into the brain 128 times. There's a total of 8 electrodes per thread, so total of 1,000 channels. And this is done while avoiding vasculature. And then once all the threads are inserted, implant basically replaces this hole, and then you put the skin flap over, everything is invisible, and you become a cyborg. Couple different steps, but first we have a surgeon, human neurosurgeon, which hopefully the robot will do this portion of it as well. But at the moment, we have a human neurosurgeon that exposes the brain. So they drill a 25 millimeter hole in the skull and then expose the brain. And then the robot has this tiny needle. It's about the size of red blood cells, so really, really tiny.
Miles of darkness. A massive power outage Saturday left some 130,000 PG&E customers, about 30% of their users across the city, without power for hours. This map showing just how widespread the outage spanned. The blackout forcing restaurants and businesses to close on one of the busiest holiday shopping weekends of the year. Videos show multiple Waymo self-driving cars stalling at dark intersections, unclear how to navigate the down traffic lights. Waymo temporarily suspending its operations, saying we are focused on keeping our riders safe and ensuring emergency personnel have the clear access they need to do their work. The fire department says at least some of the outages were because of a fire that broke out inside this PG&E substation, but the full cause still under investigation. PG&E saying the damage from the fire is extensive and that the repairs and safe restoration will be complex, but not yet explaining how they believe this happened.
We know most of the power has been restored, but there are still entire
In the United States of America, you don't have to apologize for being white anymore.
now canceling their New Year's Eve celebrations, and it all traces back. The entire world are now canceling their New Year's Eve celebrations, and it all traces back to something that the FBI just stopped in Los Angeles. So this obviously sounds unreal, but just days before New Year's Eve, the FBI has now arrested 4 people in Southern California who were allegedly planning a coordinated bomb attack set to go off right at midnight. Multiple locations, multiple devices, all timed for New Year's Eve. According to the federal prosecutors, this was not a vague threat. They say that the group had explosive materials, they had testing components, and was actively planning attacks whenever they were stopped. The FBI has actually confirmed this publicly, but most people have no idea that this is even happening. After news of the arrest broke, cities around the world started reacting to it. Paris canceled their massive New Year's Eve celebrations. Tokyo has now shut down their famous countdown events. And Belgrade has also canceled all organized festivities for New Year's Eve too. And this is not because of known threats in these cities. It's because of a heightened global security concern. Officials are not saying that these events are directly connected, but they are saying that the risk of huge crowds right now is way too high. Even Times Square in New York City is still happening, but it's going to be under extreme security. An alleged New Year's Eve attack has now been stopped in the US, and now entire countries are rethinking how they bring in the new year. Major
of moving into 2026 and crackdown. The immigration crackdown here in the United States is about to be more aggressive moving into 2026 and through the rest of Donald Trump's presidency. According to a new article on Reuters, they said that ICE and Border Patrol agents are now getting $170 billion in new funding through 2029. This is 10 times the amount of their current annual budget. As you can see, it's a massive increase. So how will this new plan work? Well, it says that they're going to be hiring thousands of new agents, opening more detention centers, expanding jail pickups, and for the first time, they're going to be going extremely hard at workplaces. So imagine farms, factories, and other job sites. To put this into comparison, this year alone, the Trump administration kicked out 622,000 people. That's a lot of deportees. Next year, they're planning to hit over 1 million. But this is where the backlash comes in, because according to